They're going to play fast, and they're going to play with pace.
Jason, with all the threes that Boston shoots, Greg, that could at times play into the Pacers' hands. This is Turner, so good with his feet.
So they got the cross match in transition, and Turner able to take advantage of his size with that mismatch on the block.
Jaylen Brown, soft roll. Minnesota for the top record in the NBA. As they enter the night, winners of 10 of their last 12. Turner, we know he can stroke it. Toppin, not a great rebound. They're already a couple off the glass. Brown's going to fire. Splash! Underneath by White. #1 offensive rating team in the league. Jaylen Brown. Nasty right-handed stuff.
And just the hesitation.
So the foul against Bruce Brown, his first. And go right to Brown on the box. Turn, step back, fade. So pretty.
With that ability to create against great defense.
Already half dozen for Brown. Pick and roll action. Turner inside. There's a turnover by Banton. And look at White trying to pick the pocket of Brown at the other end as Boston gets it back.
And Derek White just so crafty on both sides of the ball. Also contesting once Brown elevated.
Jaylen Brown just surgical with his...
So that tells you how focused they are. But then he said, you know what? Anytime you get mentioned with the greats in this league, it's an honor and a privilege.
The question will be, are they deep enough? I know that's something you've been touching on the last couple of weeks as Holiday finds the laces and buries it. When you talk to people around the Celtics, the last 2 weeks may be the best stretch of basketball that they've gotten so far from Cornette. Holiday all the way to the rim here.
No, I didn't think it was a great call. And Carlisle, though, reluctant to want a challenge.
Banton up top. And Luke Cornette puts him to sleep.
And how about that big to big alley?
And we are tied at 30 as we cross the 9-minute mark before halftime. Hill from deep. Splash is in here tonight at Indianapolis. Three-pointer from Pritchard won't go. Offensive rebound, Banton. Pritchard up top, it's Cornette. Holiday wants to take heel. They double team out of Brown. Stutter step maneuver into the paint, puts it up and in.
Well, he's been on that low block, forcing a rotation and then just making the right read out of it.
Boy, Toppin and Halliburton is there.
He's more of a defensive-minded player, but they do need him to not be a liability offensively.
White, just masterful with his feet. Just gives his team anything they need in a given moment, it seems like. Them hard to Toppin, thought about it, then fires and hits. Year 17 for Horford. Still getting it done at 20 points in their win on Friday in Philly, and that.
The Pacers have done a good job on Tatum. Only 3 of 9 from the field, but able to get right to the rim on that one.
Halliburton! And that is a live line. What a game, what a first half this has been so far. Derek White.
It's as good a defensive backcourt as you could possibly have. They got size, IQ, both can block shots. And
just been able to dictate pace, something that very few teams have done against the Pacers this year. Tatum, deep shot.
And what they're doing.
We've seen that already here early in the third.
Yeah, easier said than done, Stephanie, against this Boston team, but just desperately trying to tighten the clamps.
And it just feels like Halliburton's going to have to be a little more aggressive to score in this half. And
Jaylen Brown, 7 per game. Enters the night just under 22. Halliburton switching left hand. Boston has gone cold. Here comes Halliburton. Turns the lane. Inside, it's Toppin. There's the monetary prize. And all these players aren't going to say no to money, but they're such competitive players in a young team like this.
And it has a playoff feel to it as well, which I think bodes well for a young team. And Toppin knocking down a triple.
And then the answer by Indiana as Toppin buries another triple. This is Derek White for Turner tonight. 4-point game. Turner sizes up from deep. Got it!
Forcing Horford to overhelp, and then he's not able to recover and get out to that three-point shooter.
Tatum remaining in the quarter. Here comes Bruce Brown. Turns the corner, and he takes contact by Mathurin. Look how fast Indiana gets down the floor. Here comes Halliburton to the rack. Mazzulla and the Celtics. Shot clock at 8. This is T.J. McConnell. So good with his feet. But he takes Cornette to the schoolyard. Here comes McConnell again. This is what they do. They push, breakneck pace. McConnell turned back. And then it's healed.
It came out to start the second half. Their best player, Tyrese Halliburton, got it going. But now it's been the bench. And McConnell with a huge impact defensively.
As 15 seconds to shoot. Half minute left in the quarter. Boy, what a difference in Indiana's defense in the third quarter. Brown taking Neesmith to the rack. For Tatum, Holiday, Hauser, Cornette, and White. This is Tatum, crosses over Turner. Turn back.
Great patience there on that finish.
Cornette playing some of the best basketball of his career of late. Here's Mathurin. That's good.
Back in the game for the Celtics. See if they can get back to what was successful for them in that first half. Accepting the challenge defensively here. The question is going to be, can they also continue to rebound defensively?
Jason, that Boston defense, top 5 defensive rating team in the league. Starting to show you why. Here comes White, fights his way to the rim. Still, granted, 6 and change left.
Almost 90s basketball, right?
It's going back to your day, GA. Offensive rebound, Horford. They get it to Brown. He claims the lead.
And he's also been a tone setter for them defensively.
Horford, here it comes, extending. Boy, this feels like a heavyweight fight at this point as we hit the 5-minute mark in regulation. Jaylen Brown taking a little
off the dribble. You're not going to always be able to execute yourself into a good look.
Halliburton trying to shake Holiday. Off balance three. Chris Haynes will have the call, and we will be watching. How does this one end? Boy, what a pass. Just exquisite.
They set up a set to attack the smallest lineup of the Pacers.
Buddy Hield taking White. Tatum elevates and hits. Inbound to Halliburton. They've still got plenty of time. 7 on the timer. Halliburton tracked. Off balance 3. And he puts it in.
If they don't get a catch and shoot.
Halliburton, the inbounder. They have to work quickly here. Throws in straight away. It's Hield. That's good. Here comes White. And his pass broke it up. Halliburton ahead of the field. Neesmith drops the hammer.
If you're Rick Carlisle, you could challenge it if you're not happy with that call.
Brown's going to fire.
And to be as potent offensively, you're still going to have to be guarded. But you're winning possessions defensively. That's when you know you got something special.
In a breakthrough moment.